Yellow. Sorry, just trying to. Yeah, there's the who? Where am I,
from, like,
bro?
I don't know.
Where am I? Okay, I don't know why. It's fine. Hi, Chris from Japan. How is it over there? Are there a lot of tourists? I'm mentally prepping for when we get there, and there's gonna be like a ton of people, but I don't know. Hopefully, not too bad. Where the eyes are gonna be for what? Hi, Keone. Hello, guys. I'm trying to squeeze in a little strum before going to Vegas, and I don't exactly know what we're doing today. Yeah, but the thing is, heading to Vegas is like the day is still young technically for Vegas. Like even if we get there, it's like we're probably gonna be up till pretty late because I think everyone, for some reason, when they get to Vegas, they stay up so late. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Well, obviously we've known for a little bit, but it just feels very I don't know what the word is to describe it. It feels bittersweet. But the thing is, it's like not necessarily bitter because I know she's still gonna do shoots with us and still be here and still be very present in our lives. Like obviously, because we'll play games together or we'll like see each other in shoots or whatever it is. It's not like she's going anywhere. Literally, it's just yeah, so it's like a good thing. I'm so happy for her. Like I'm actually so excited for the things that she has in store. And she's just at her like I feel like she's at her peak happiness right now out of all these years that I've seen her. Like she just seems so happy and like that makes me so happy to see because I've seen the times when it wasn't always like that. And it just feels so surreal. I don't know how to describe it because she was there since I joined OTV from the very beginning. Like she's the reason why I even was able to join or like even in the streaming or gaming space more so. And it's like literally there since the beginning almost of all time. And I'm kind of like it's weird to say OTV without her in it, but technically I feel like that's just how I would interpret it. Maybe it's like a technical thing, but for me, like she's always gonna be OTV. She's just done too much and been there for too long for me to never consider like to be easily able to draw that boundary. Now it's like nope, it's all I think it's just a people, like a select group of people that will always be like second family to you in some ways. And yeah, that's it for me. Yeah, so I'm really happy for her. It's nice because yes, exactly. Friends are friends. That's what I mean. Like I know that things technically would not even change much at all in terms of like it does feel more of like a technicality thing. Like she would just be either she would still be in shoots, obviously just more freely, like whenever she does have time and everything. Um but yeah, I I don't know if that's how shares work. Yeah. So we could watch the video with her. I want to watch the video. Let's see. Um. Happy Friday. I'm doing good. I'm chilling. I only have about like an hour, hour and a half max until I have to leave for eat. No, maybe only an hour actually. So the stream is gonna be super short. I just wanted to say hi and stuff before going because I'm literally gonna be gone for a couple days and everything until Monday. I get back Monday, so maybe I'll see you guys Monday. Um, yeah. I love how no one played themselves in the video. I know I saw it, the cast, and I was like, and the pairings, and I was just like, wow, nobody is playing themselves at all. So it's very interesting. Yep. But this door kind of opens the door for other people to leave OTV in the future, right? Yes, yes. So it's kind of like Henry described it as like a way for people to just like healthily leave OTV. Because in the past, you know, you guys know our track history. Like if anyone has ever left OTV, typically it was a bad thing. Yeah, it was not a good thing. They just basically would just get kicked out. There has not yet been kind of like a situation where it was like a positive leave almost, like a, or in at least in a positive light. So this kind of sets the tone for future too, if like whether we add more talent or some talent want to leave at some point, right? It's like a very healthy graduation type of thing. Yeah, it just felt so like there was nothing bad. Like we were just really happy for her, and it was like very bittersweet, but we were just in general like just really happy that like to support her and everything. Like I think oftentimes people are like, yeah, there has to be drama, there has to be something for people to leave something or whatever it is, but it could be anything. You could have outgrown it. You could have, and it doesn't mean like you feel anything bad about it. You're just like, maybe what if I want to just put my time into like other things, or what if I just want to, focus on this? Like this is really important to me right now, and you start, you know, like there's nothing wrong with all those things. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. Can I have that? Thank you so much for the 21 months. Welcome back. Thank you. Thank you. I will try to have a blast. Yeah. So, it makes me happy to see like all the graduation photos and everything were so cute. I don't know. I just thought everything was very like it was nice. Like it was good. So water. Does this count? I had some water earlier. Can I? Fine. But we better not lose the dawn. I don't know if I don't know. I also can't imagine a world without Scar. But I guess like Iman's thing also similar. So like I guess I can't say, but um I don't know. Yeah, in the best way. I just like, you know. Hi, Chromie. Don't spoil it. um since she's been away from a lot of OTV content recently. The crazy thing is like she's still been in a lot of shoots. Um just not in like across the board everything, but she's been in a lot of the shoots. So if you kind of look back at like a lot of the stuff, so no, there's actual no OTV member right now, or maybe no. For slaps. I have to say that, yeah. Like Kuna? Oh, he's been, hasn't he? The Somi video saying included when he was living in the house. Oh! Okay, let's watch. So Keone put together this really cute, I guess, sequence of videos for Somi when it was Somi's birthday. We'll do that, and then we'll do the, Iman video.
I'm gonna turn on.
It's like a minute long. Somi birthday! Play all.
Is Ray
Ray had internet probs.
okay?
I feel like it'd be cheap then.
It'd be free coffee, yeah.
Tell me, I got up for a second and you took my seat. Excuse you. I went to go grab something from the fridge. You just yoinked my
Knock off for
seat.
an icebreaker.
Hey.
Hey, we can do both.
I got up literally a second, but she does that sometimes.
Oh my
Go
god.
on that guy.
He is.
Yeah, I remember.
I hit him.
Ouch.
But I wish I didn't.
One night, I let Somi into my room by accident, and I closed the door and I went to bed. And then throughout the night, I heard a. I'm like, what the hell is sock growling at? 4 a.m. How? But they lasted 4 hours. I shot out of bed. Woo! Gently put Somi down.
Wow, threw her.
Set Somi down, of course.
Do you eat my cat outside?
Gently.
Threw her out.
She just exaggerated.
She said.
Sometimes to paint an image.
Yeah.
Thank you, Heather. That's so nice. Thank you so
Oh,
much. This is one of my favorite clips of all time. I remember watching this and anytime I see this, it's just so cute. This one. Thank you, Heather. That's so nice. I was just playing games. Oh, Somi, that's so cute. I love you. She just sat on me and then propped up and leaned against me. Wait, that was so cute. This is cute. It's so cute. He likes the pouch. Oh my god. I need to find that. I don't know where it went, but she's so cute. Oh my gosh, I want that for when it's maybe take walks.
She likes it. She's just chilling.
Hey guys, today is the day we're gonna start Starbucks review number 1. This is the new iced guava passion fruit drink from Starbucks. And I'll screw my review.
No, for the first time. Oh.
Somi, baby, honey, you're so small. Honey, you're so small. Look at you.
So small. Oh my god.
The bottled pinks or paradise drinks? I haven't.
This physical zoom. Physical zoom. Physical zoom. Yes, I'm ready.
Wait.
They're not doing it anymore.
No, they're not doing
Why aren't they doing it? Oh.
They were kissing earlier.
They're not doing it anymore.
Nah.
She's not interested. Oh no. Oh my god. Yvonne got a cat. Her name is Somi. So cute.
You're so small.
She's so dark. Cute. Oh, Tammy's
wash her a
second
bit,
choice
but-
now. Yeah. So cute.
I mean, it's cool that you're
Oh, did they just bump? Like that my feet were. My feet is in this picture.
Hit.
Yeah.
Hit.
Wait, what? Wait, when did you do that?
She's gentle.
I'm gonna crush her like Lenny. I feel like I'm gonna crush
So
her.
small.
This is
OMG,
Michael
Papa,
holding
thank you so much
for
for the
first
3 months.
time.
Welcome back. Thank you.
Crunch.
Wait, isn't crunch?
Yeah.
Like you're gonna crunch?
Like the little rib cage is so fresh.
Did you? Why did you get that?
She always liked playing ever since she was a wee little Somi. She's still a crackhead. Oh my god, go.
Wait, she sees herself. She sees herself. Who is that girl?
Okay, but we have to give her a bath.
A bath.
She looks. How she looks.
She was not happy.
Look.
Yellow Nexus. Okay, we're about to go to EDC.
She seems fine now.
Yeah.
And you get a hair tie.
Herself.
How she was bats
I
now.
love
I
that
honestly
bath so
haven't
well.
given
Yeah.
her one in a really long time, but I've taken her to the groomer, so they usually bathe her there. So I don't know how she is with baths now. But she doesn't like the shower, like shower head. She's okay if you like are in a bathtub and then you have it like that. She is more patient when it's like that way, but when it's like raining on her, she hates it.
Yeah, actually, no. No scratching.
Like a
You
champ.
jumped out twice, but.
Yeah. Okay, so Somi is checking out her cat tree for the first time. You can look at it here. It's very cute. She just jumped off. Somi, your tree.
Mm.
Up there.
Yeah, she's a bathtub
Like
girl.
it? Oh, okay, maybe. Okay. Well, you'll like it later. This is Somi day 3. I missed day 2 because I was just busy hanging out with her. I legit hit the jackpot with her personality. She's so cuddly
So I thought. She's a brat.
and loving and cute.
I didn't know yet back then. It's like when you first start dating someone in the beginning, you're like, oh my god, you're like the best person ever. You have no flaws. This bitch has flaws.
Hey. What's up? Yeah, I know. Try to tell them about you. Do you want to say anything?
Okay, she has flaws, but she has great things about her to make up for it.
Somi, social distancing. She has not used the pineapple bed yet, and or this toy. Actually, well, she really likes this toy, but not this one. She doesn't give a shit about this.
Oh yeah, but now she does.
It's like one of her favorite toys ever. Wow! She loves this. Oh my god! Hey. She's so cute.
Yeah, yeah.
She just wants to say hi to you guys. I got a
Clapping the
bunch of,
camera.
new stuff for Somi.
Yeah, she's kind of an athlete.
Something. It's really got something like more fun, like because to like chew on, I guess.
Oh, she did not give a
Your
shit about those
wireless
mice
earbuds.
toys.
This to make her poop smell a bit.
Yeah, you need the cat deodorizer.
She
She never used that banana bed thing. She used to be underneath my monitors way more. Now she's always there, but before when she was smaller, she could always fit under there. Now she kind of
She wants to
struggles. She kind of has to like wiggle her way in. Yeah.
Somi.
I think I got my name.
Hey, Somi. You're not gonna
I don't know if I got the name Yvonne, but I got
be
Yvonnie.
small forever. You're gonna grow up. I need to take lots of videos of you while you're still small. So, I organized my room again, and basically a bunch of cat stuff over here. And then, yeah, so got some more food and toys in here.
How do I check if I got it? You guys can see if I got it,
also
right?
Over here is her pineapple bed that she had before. She still hasn't used it yet, but I put blankets in there this time, so hopefully it's more comfy, so maybe she's down to use it. And then Yep, same thing. This she has not touched at all. I probably will have to like, yeah, she probably doesn't like it that much. And then also this cat tree that I got her that she hasn't really used yet either. But I think they use this when they're older. So hopefully she'll use it at some point.
Well, if you
'cause
click
it's so
on my
cute. Oh.
Discord, it still says it, right? Like, does it? It says Yvonnie for me. I just controlled orb. Yeah, so I don't know if it is. How do I check? How do I check? Discord? No email about it. Not your display name? How do I see though? I'm clicking on my actual name and it just says Yvonnie. Hi Fern. Hello. Honestly, I have no idea. Peter. Yeah, I see that. I see two usernames, Yvonnie and Yvonnie. At least that's what it says right now.
What are you crying about? You want to talk about it? Huh?
Oh, I got it then. Okay. Phew.
Are you molding?
Like Discord usernames?
Tell me, are you molding?
Because apparently they rolled out
You
something.
molding like me, huh? This is where Somi likes to hang out when I'm on my computer. She's purring. I love her.
1 a.m. eyes closed. I'm
Oops.
You're pretty good at this.
Okay, let's watch it. I think I got it.
Places, people.
Welcome to.
We were in the back like getting ready for all this. We kind of did like a couple of runs and then rehearsals, and then finally we bring Iman in. Iman doesn't know, so this whole time she was waiting. It took us a very long time. We told her to come earlier than probably she needed to. She was waiting for probably like an hour and a half for us to like go through rehearsal and doing everything, because like we all got there roughly around the same time.
Welcome everyone to the
Then
offline TV
she has no idea what this is, and then she's just watching it now.
production of the life of Pokimane. Please take this moment to silence your cell phones.
It's not even on me.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, she said she would still
Our
be in
story
videos
begins
sometimes.
on May 14th, 1996, in a small village of Morocco. Iman Enos was born.
When she said that, I was like,
my knees fucked.
Aw, she's adorable.
Oh, she's got your eyes.
And your smile.
Why does she look like us?
Because she's your sister.
At the age of 4, she moved to the small island nation of Canada.
Iman, did you do your homework?
Yes, yes, mother.
Amon, you finish your chores?
Yes, Papa.
the wig?
Iman, make sure you act right in public.
We are immigrants, you know.
Yes, I know.
And we're middle class-ish.
Mom, can I go to Sarah's birthday on Saturday?
Absolutely not.
What did we say about parties, Amon?
Yeah.
Can I at least go to Sarah's sleepover?
Will there be boys there?
Maybe.
Absolutely not.
Hey, that was me.
No boys.
That's pretty fast.
No boys.
Iman, can't you just be happy we sacrificed everything for you and your brother?
Yeah, make sure mom and dad are proud.
They never said it, but yeah.
What am I supposed to do stuck at home? Wait, what's this gaming thing?
Gaming thing.
At the age of 20, everything changed.
Yeah, that's what everyone thinks when they first like get addicted or get started in games. Like, what is this gaming thing?
Iman, how's your
League of
chemical
Legends?
engineering going?
Just
Valorant?
leave me alone and have some fun for once.
COD?
Iman, what are you doing?
I'm just studying, like always.
Good. You know how important it is to do well in school.
Yes, Mother.
It's such a hot mom.
What is this? Are you wasting your time on games again?
It's not just games, Mother. It's League of Legends. It's a way to connect with people.
I'll probably get
I
it
don't
soon.
understand
How
why
do
you
I
can't
get
just
the
do that at
new
school.
Because you don't
username?
let me go outside.
I know
the
it's
heck?
hard, but you have to focus on your studies right now.
I don't want to just study. I want to do something that I love.
You can do what you love when you're finished with school.
Yes, Mother.
My mom's English isn't that good.
Sorry, guys. She's gone.
All good, Pokester. We're just about to kill the Nexus.
Hey, GG's, Pokey. You know what? You should do what you want to do. Stop suppressing this part
I
of
want to
yourself.
die,
See?
bro.
Even Chad agrees with me.
You're right, guys. I'll think about it.
Hey, Amon.
That was so left
got you
field,
down.
dude.
I was
What
watching
was
your
that supposed to be? That was supposed. Okay, I was reading off the script. Somebody said Pokester. Okay, I was on the script, and that was supposed to be her going back to her game and talking to her friends online. Okay.
Wait, you're pretty good at this.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think you have a little shot at doing something really cool.
Mom and Dad would never let me do this for real.
Are you sure? Maybe if you think about it, they'll think about it too.
He helped convince
Toast was the
Hey,
other
Mom,
friend.
Dad,
Yes, honey?
I want to move to LA.
Huh?
What? What about your studies?
I know, but my whole life I've done what you guys want me to do. And I'm
Why is the audience talking right now?
and I'm 20 now.
He's really
I should be able to make my own decisions. I'm a gamer and a streamer. And I think I'm pretty good at it.
Iman, you can't just drop everything and...
Wait, Amon, this is something you're sure of?
Yes.
You think she's ready for something like this?
She's right. She's an adult now. She's not our little Amon anymore.
Why is John?
break to see this-
Why is John so good at acting like that? Specifically,
Here,
it
make
just.
some money for school.
It's so
and then
good.
I'll finish.
Okay, we trust you.
Really?
You should go.
We love you, Iman.
I love you guys.
Why am I tearing up?
I think a line was missed.
I'm going to LA. Wow, so this is LA. Oh, it's so warm.
What? Hey, I think I know you. You're Pokemon, right?
And
Yeah, nice
settings.
to meet you. Wait, are you the legendary Nicknamed Scar?
Action needed.
Yeah. But my friends call me Jimmy. I'm just getting back from an event. What are you doing in LA? Aren't you from Canada?
I don't
Yeah,
see
but I
it.
just moved here to, focus on streaming.
Oh, wait, really? Okay. I have something to show you.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks, Nico. Thanks, Nico.
This is it.
A house?
Not just a house. I'm starting a content house, and I think you'd be a great fit. Hey guys, come on out.
Hey, what's good?
Why is Sid
Yo.
Iman? Iman's here.
Hey, you know what?
So
We all asked the same thing.
who is everyone?
Hello, I am Toast.
Yeah, this is my boy Buckshot. And I'm blonde, yeah.
I'm Lily. I'm shy.
Hi, I'm Iman.
Hey! I heard that from the back. That was messed up.
You guys are so cool. You all stream and play games together?
No.
Yeah, I love art. It's so cool. Feelings.
For the record, I was kidnapped.
Strays. Everyone's
I
catching
did
strays
not
when you
choose
don't
to
get to
live
act as
here.
yourself.
Also accurate.
Ah, shit. Me and Buckshot, we've been known to get us some wild stuff. Zany, silly stuff.
Yeah, we stream and edit and
Just think of us as everyone else.
everyone else.
Cool. So, oh yeah, that's cool.
So what do you think? Want to join?
Yeah, are you kidding? This sounds awesome.
Great. Okay, let's make it official.
OTV stickers at the back
And
are just a
thus,
poster.
OTV is
Posters.
formed.
I mean, to be
Stickers.
fair, that's not exactly how I was before. But that's fine.
This is so exciting. I finally get to hang out with friends and do sleepovers.
More
and game.
enthusiasm, please.
This is so exciting. I finally get to hang out with friends and do sleepovers and game and stream. This is a dream come true.
True.
Hey, Pokey. Can I call you Pokey?
Sure.
Hey, me and Blondie, we're gonna do some sightseeing.
Yeah, get around and just get up to some real good hijinks, you know. You know us.
Don't do it. Cool.
Shit.
All right, well, let's go.
I think it's so trolled, dude.
Sure, I'd love to.
Don't do it. No.
Whoa, this city is so big compared to my home. There's so much to do.
Yeah. Shit, try this hot dog, dude. Try this hot dog, bro. God damn it, bro. There you go.
This food here is so good.
Shit.
Yo, how'd you like that club?
Sugoi.
Hey, this dark alleyway is
We're like, this is so
popping
this is
up. It's
Yeah,
nice.
all of this is giving me so much content to talk about on stream.
Put your hands up.
Oh, no.
Please, we don't have it. Stop it.
I don't like people who do stuff. I don't know what that means. I need to. People who do stuff. I had to shoot the thing. Oh yeah, you can kind of see it.
Did I get
Yo, is
lost
Michael
in
good,
the
bro?
hustle of city life?
Thank
I just
you.
wanted to try new things.
Hey, Pokey. I know this is all new and exciting for you.
spinning was them
I think you have
dying.
a lot of potential, and you're squandering it. You're doing great, but you could honestly change the world. Just put your nose to the grindstone and stream.
You're right. I got distracted. What am I doing? I came to LA for a reason. To do something with my life and make my parents proud.
I'd like to see you at the next Oscars. Thanks, man.
Pokey, are you there? It's your agent.
Is that my agent? Hey, I've been meaning to talk to you, Sue Hannah.
I called to say that I have a cool opportunity for you.
Really? That's perfect timing. I want to really grind streaming.
That's why I
Explain
like
me
to
your
hear.
character.
So tell me, have you
I was
heard of
supposed to be like a burglar or robber, and shoot them. That's how Buckshot and Blondie leaves.
this little game called Fortnite?
That was my favorite.
Pokey, you're one of the biggest streamers in the world. I got so many deals lined up for you.
Oh, that's great. I'd love to do that. Just give me like a.
Hey, Pokey, we still on for that commercial shoot?
Yeah, I can make that work. I'll pencil you in, right?
Pokemon is such a bitch.
Remember to smile, be positive, set a good example.
Yeah, I know. I'm doing it. I'm trying.
Hey, Pokey, are you still on for that Among Us lobby?
Yeah, sure. Do you want to get dinner later, maybe? Are we friends or coworkers? I can't tell.
Pokey fucking sucks. She's so fake and old and wooden. Stupid bitch.
I wish I had someone I could relate to and talk to about it.
Give him an Oscar.
That was so good. It was so
Life has
good.
become so big.
Uh,
Oh, hey, Mimi.
Meow.
this is my favorite part. Okay, this is my favorite part of the show,
How are you doing,
of the
Pokey?
play.
Why is my cat smoking?
We don't know why.
something that's been on
In
my
the script, it literally just says Mimi with cigarette. Like there's no. We don't even know why it was like that.
I love offline TV. And everyone here has been like family to me, but I feel like I need to take a step away, you know?
Meow, what is that?
Well, it's just I've been with them for so long, and I feel like I need to start a new chapter in my life, and I don't know what that is yet.
I can't play with this
I just
shit.
know that I can't keep doing the same thing forever.
Oh, meow. I don't understand.
Poker face, bring it back. You're a cat.
Yeah, that's understandable. You change after a while. You've been doing this for so long.
Yeah, but I also know how to tell everyone at offline TV. They mean so much to me, and I don't want to hurt anyone.
You care about them deeply, and that's evident. But you also have to think about what's best for you. It's okay to put yourself first sometimes, meow.
Yeah, you're right. It's just scary to make a big change like this.
Change can be scary, but it can also be exciting. You never know what's around the corner.
I guess that's true. Thanks for your help, Mimi. I really needed someone to talk about.
Of course, you'll be okay, meow.
Yeah, thank you again. I'll keep that in mind.
You're leaving?
Oh, Scara, you heard?
Guys, you should come in here.
Guys.
You're not feeling well, Pokey? I didn't want to say anything, guys.
Yeah,
That's
speak
crazy.
your mind. What's going on? What's going through your head?
I've been doing a lot.
This is me being John, Jody, and Sid. And I didn't know how we had these people. Oh, because we were missing Broden. Okay, wait, Broden? Who? But there another person?
Say anything.
Oh,
guys.
Iman. Yeah, speak your mind. What's going on? What's going through your head?
I've been doing a lot of thinking recently, and I think I might need to step away from offline TV.
I have Jody's
Is everything
hoop
okay?
earrings.
Everything's fine. I
The
just
John,
feel like it's time for me
and
to
then
move on and
Sid
try
has
new
sneakers,
things.
so
I love
sneakers are
offline
harder
TV,
to just
and I
like.
always will. But I think it's time for a new chapter in my life.
I understand. It's always tough to make big changes like that. But we support you no matter what you decide to do.
Beautiful.
Right, guys?
Yeah,
of course.
Thank you. This means a lot to me. I just wanted to talk to you about it before I make any final decisions.
It's okay. You've done plenty. You deserve a break.
I don't want it to be sad or anything.
Michael's
That's okay.
Broden is so
I
funny.
think we have an idea on how we can celebrate instead.
He starts his camera every time.
Wow.
Thank you all so much for coming out tonight. It is truly an honor to be here with you all. It's been quite a journey watching Pokey get to where she is today. And she has a few words before we let her go.
Hello everyone, I am Pokimane. When I first started streaming, I had no idea what I was doing. But I loved it. I loved the community that came with it. I loved League of Legends. But it hasn't always been easy. There have been times where I wanted to give up, times when the hate and negativity were way too much for me to bear. But I didn't give up, and I kept going. And it's because of all of you that I'm here today. I've learned a lot over these years. I've learned that it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to take breaks when you need them. And most importantly, it's okay to ask for help. And I want to thank my friends, my family, and of course, my offline TV family for always being there for me. You all mean the world to me. And to all of you out there who are also struggling, who are facing challenges and obstacles, I want you to know that you're not alone and you can get through
Iman
this.
started with
Believe
Lee.
in yourself and don't give up.
Yeah.
Believe it.
Yeah.
Hold the freeze frame. Hold. Keep hold. Hold. I'll be back in like 10 minutes. Keep holding. No.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Wait, we only sold one seat?
Times are hard, okay?
Yeah. We'll get them next time.
One's
guys.
better than none.
How much do we charge?
She's got a point.
A lot.
How do I even start this? Hey guys.
Q&A with the actors.
Wait.
This is like our API month. The whole month I've been having screenings and events and stuff. and always they air like 1 or 2 episodes of whatever it is. And like yesterday I watched American Born Chinese, which is actually freaking amazing. I'm so excited for it to come out because I'm gonna watch the rest of it. That's how good it was. I'll talk about how good it was later. Sorry, it's off topic. But they would all afterwards line up for the Q&A, all sit in like the director chairs type of things, and then they would all like answer questions. There'd be like a mediator who goes like, hey, so what was like what drew you to the role of so and so, and then each person answered the questions, you know.
Thank you. I studied your life to really get into the character of who Pokimane is.
Really?
Who Iman Enos really is.
Who decided to do that?
I told her that's how you said it.
It brought back middle school PTSD.
Yeah. That's like you captured that part of her life.
Yes, exactly. It was perfect.
Honestly, you guys brought back a lot of PTSD. Anyways.
You've been with OTV since we started. The very beginning.
The very beginning.
Like 6 years.
A lot of people rewrite history, and like the original people who started OTV were like, Poki was one of them. And it's always like people think she came in next, but even our play, she was there a little bit
Before
earlier.
we were called OTV, we were called Boosted Monkeys.
It was
what?
I heard of these names. I was
Can
like,
you tell we played League?
we had the choice between Lobster Town or Awful.
Which also are very different.
Who made
Those are
them?
not even close. They're not even the same vibe.
Okay, I kind of like Lobster Town. I still think it's
Lobster Town. Why is Lobster Town fire? Why?
Been here since the very beginning, and it feels very strange to be here. You know.
Yeah. Okay, I don't know if we should keep this in. There were so many times OTV
Lobster
almost
Town.
like
You know what? Lobster Town is yours. In fact, take it so that we can't ever use it.
I think every year we were always like, this is the last year.
This is the year.
Yep. And then now we're.
Or we're missing like our 1 year kind of crazy thing that happens that breaks up OTV potentially, and then like it has happened in like.
and now I'm like, Xavier will be here forever.
Yeah.
What, who's next?
So I'm sure a lot of people are wondering.
So Henry and them gave us like kind of like a, you know what, each person like can kind of like spark like a conversation or question for things in terms of like, what does it mean to graduate, and all the things that list. So then Toast was supposed to be first. So then everyone was talking about random stuff, and then Toast goes, so you all must be wondering, because they put him as like the first person to bring to like
So what does it
That's
mean
why we were
to graduate
laughing.
from OTV? Does that include having Pokey in future videos, or is it no Pokey in future videos?
I love doing these shoots, and I would love to still be a part of future videos. What does graduating look like? Oh no, I'm the first one to do it. Ultimately, it just means, unfortunately, I feel like I can't remain a full-time OTV member. You know, there's more to it than just coming to the shoots.
There's so
travel that
much.
you want to be a part of. There's stream events. There's sponsorships. There's so many.
There's sponsorships, there's meetings, and like, sorry, I'm trying to find like a better
It's been
part
such
to
a blessing
pause.
to be able to do that for so many years. You know, in college.
Like a lot of commitment in terms of meetings, stuff for the Patreon, podcasts. Like there's so much more time to be a full-time member, or time that it takes up, and a lot of commitment. And so if you want, say Iman wants to do something else, if she did, right, like something that something other than streaming, like if she wanted to have a business of something, whatever, like that stuff takes up a lot of time, and then it's like OTV will take up a lot of time. You can only choose so many things that you want to put focus into, so that you can excel at those things, or like water those things, right?
College where they give you like that trial.
I think OTV has like 9 staff, maybe 8 or 9 full-time
Pick
staff.
2 out of 3.
Yeah.
I'm at a point where I have a hard enough time balancing my work and my life, and OTV is like a thing in and of itself, and it's
Yeah.
like pick 2 out of 3. I feel like
Yeah, she has a
just
lot on
time
her plate.
for this step in my life.
So
see, Lily was next. She was looking at what she.
to transition now.
I transition now for literally no reason.
It's because we thought of like the questions that people would have or want to know. We do want to explain graduating because nobody has ever done that before. So as we're laying everything out, it's like, you know, Lily could ask this, Toast could ask this, and like, so that's you'll see a lot of it through.
Like, wow,
So
everything's going well and everything's chill. I feel like it's just time, you know?
Pokey, so I'm sure me and a lot of the viewers out here wondering, why do you fucking hate us?
You in particular, or like?
Yeah, because you are leaving, you must
Definitely hate, yeah.
So go ahead and speak on
That's
that.
why I've been here for 6 years. No, seriously, I'm so glad to report that literally there's nothing wrong. I wanted to go about this in like the best, most peaceful way where everybody can be happy and we can still support each other. Yeah, and I still want to be a part of things when I can, 1000%.
Yeah, she tried to make her departing video like a really tame video, and we were just like, this is the dumbest idea you've ever fucking
Try
had.
not to laugh, wouldn't that be fun?
I was just like,
Our last ones are so fun.
but you
Can we do one soon?
You gotta do something else.
Try not to
though.
laugh.
I wanted to spit water on Yvonne, what can I say? If I were to say any reason whatsoever, I would just say I foresaw potential scheduling complications that I just didn't want to put that burden on anyone, whether it's people choosing to move it or whatever it is, right? I think living together, everybody's schedule.
I'm still confused about this. She still do vids, just not as usual. Yes. So like, basically, there's a lot to being a full-time member that is not just what you guys see, like shooting the videos, right? Even videos alone, although there are not too many or too often where we have like a lot of shoots, like there are other things behind the scenes that consume a lot of time and energy. Like stuff for Patreon, a lot of times we do outside of just doing shoots, or when we're having to, or if we're at a shoot, we stay longer for certain things, right? Maybe sometimes TikToks or podcasts, trips, for example, like when we all want to go to, if we all want to go to Japan, for example, or like another place, for example, it feels bad if she's like, oh, I can't go because I'm busy, and then like all of OTV goes except for her, and it's like, there's always gonna be things where you cannot just put all your time and spread it like all throughout many things and have it all work out, because that's not how scheduling works. That's not how energy works, right? You have so much, you only have so much energy to give to certain things. And it's not even that she's not even she will still even go to shoots and still hang out and still do whatever. It's just more like a lot of the things behind the scenes. There's like meetings, there's things that go into decision making, there's sponsorships, sometimes there's group sponsorships, obligations. It's just a lot. So it is. So now it's almost like it's great. Now she can, whenever she has time for like the shoots or whatever, she can still come and she does not have to like, you know?
Is your time aligning? Well, I'm out in the middle of but fuck nowhere. I don't think I can
Say your
say
address.
that.
Yeah.
Zip code now.
I wanted to be able to keep supporting everybody in doing things the way that they want.
Okay, Willie Mon.
Why are you doing it this way?
Yvonne, yes, Yvonne.
What are these so-called things in the future maybe that you might be thinking about pursuing?
I think I'm just trying a lot of new stuff right now. One of them in particular, I haven't really gotten to share with you guys, but I am working on a big project. Yeah, that will
Thank you.
launch. I can't say when. In the next 6 months to a year, you guys will be the first to test it. Okay.
Okay.
You guys are my like sample database.
Okay.
She's making something. She's making something to test.
I'm down anytime.
Can't tell if she's trolling or not.
I'm not. I'll tell you more off camera.
Got it.
But aside from that, really just venturing into different types of content, traveling, and sometimes it's hard to be able to travel at the same time as you guys without wanting to, because that's a lot of traveling. So yeah.
While this might be Amon's graduation, we are still committed to making entertainment and putting out a lot of things that we have fun with, that you guys enjoy, and it might be the end of one era, but the start of a new.
And thank you guys so much for watching. OTV would not be what it is or where it is if it wasn't for you guys and your support. And I feel like throughout my whole career, it's genuinely one of the things I'm the most proud of. The community we've built, you know? And
I don't know how else to say this, but like the vibes we've created within, you know, the gaming industry, the streaming industry. I love it.
We got good vibes.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah,
And I'm excited for more, yeah.
Can I be parasocial?
Yes,
Sure.
do it.
You are the reason why we thrive.
Boosted
You
monkey
are the
fan.
reason
Stop.
why we are the way we are. Thank you in particular.
But actually,
Yeah.
we have
Let's
one
talk
last
about
thing
you
for
guys.
you
You guys. Yeah. That's right. You, Cyrus. You.
guys.
You have
Don't
done
shy
so much
us.
for offline
Wait, back up. She's
gaming, and
talking to
it
me.
wouldn't be what it is without.
This is how I felt when BTS was pointing at me and Leslie, and then other people thought that they were pointing at them. But it's like, no, guys, come on, drop the ego. A little conceited. They were waving to us, okay? They were saying, hey, girl in the pink, girl in the red striped sweater. Hey, you guys in the back, we see you. The two of you.
Without you, and I know we all agree and believe this a lot. And it might be a little sad without you, but you know, I think we can look forward to new beginnings. And because of all your contributions, we have a last minute present for you that we would like to give. Can you help me carry
Yeah.
this bag? It's kind of heavy.
Sure, you
Coming out of
first.
the budget?
Yeah, it was a little expensive. Give us a second.
20,000 likes on this video, and we're going back to being called Lobster Town.
Ew, please no.
Give them a name there.
Yeah, that sounds pretty high.
Happy graduation!
Happy graduation!
Get slime!
I hate the way we do slime too. Why do we have slime? And I told Broden the correction for this, okay? The way we do slime is we just have a fuckload of oatmeal, and it's like you're supposed to blend it. I swear you're supposed to blend it. And so I told him, like, because the first time he's like, oh, this is the recipe. I'm like, I feel, and I saw the thing, I was like, I'm sure you're supposed to blend it, right? So, because then all the oatmeal will, you know. But I think now they're just purposely leaving it like that. Yeah, because it looks more disgusting.
Bro, did you use the oatmeal mix?
Terrible one.
It smelled like oatmeal for the day.
3 showers to get off.
And stuff.
And you gotta
Oh my god.
Help me on me. You guys are crazy on that. All right, I'm on to the
Thanks, guys. Thanks. Revenge. Who wants a hug?
Oh. Oh. And see these other ones. That's so cute. Oh my god. What a nice, like, wholesome just wrap up to it all, you know? Huh. Luigi Boy, thank you so much for the 36 months. Welcome back. Yeah. It was very wholesome. It was very wholesome. Oh yes, I do want to talk about the event last night. Oh my gosh. Okay, I have about maybe half an hour or okay, wait. Yes, maybe about like half an hour ish before I'm gonna go to Vegas and have to prep. I'm trying to think if that's correct before I get started. I just want to make sure I have time because it's kind of cutting it a little close. Yeah. Well, are we driving or flying there? We're flying. Yeah. We're flying. So I have to make sure we don't miss our flight. Okay. Let me think. Let me think of how many hours I want. Okay, I'll probably go in like half an hour. Half an hour, are we good? Okay. I know the traffic scares me, so I want to prep like way ahead of time possible. Okay, so basically yesterday I ended up being a bit late to, not late, but late to hang out with people. So yesterday's event that I went to is, or sorry, let me start over. Events of vlog. Rewind. Okay. So yesterday I went to an event, and it was for the screening of American Born Chinese, made by Disney Plus, which is crazy because that means like when we were there, we got to go to the Disney lot, and it was where they make their stuff. Like the animation studio or the animation area was where we were. Because I would walk in and you see there's an employee center, and then they had their cafeteria, and then they had like the movie theater, little theater thing that we watched the thing in. They had drawings of like how the character design for some dinosaur or some characters went, and you could see like the type of eyes that they drew, that to kind of test out what type of eyes they wanted for the dinosaur and all that. It's really cute. So we got to park at the Disney lot and then walked in, and as soon as you walk in, there's like there are the backboards for photos of the Disney Plus like stuff with everything, where you could take photos and stuff. So that's where me and Broden took our photo. And then at these events, I feel like I don't know as many people there because I'm not too familiar with the people in the Asian community as much as like gaming, for example. Like gaming, we know fucking everyone, you know? But for these events, I typically only know like 5-6 people mostly when I go. So we went there, and I ran to one of my friends, Soy, who I recently met, and I love her. She's amazing. Food with Soy, I think, is her handle, and she does a lot of food content. Just seems so wholesome and so like genuine, and she's a huge Swiftie. Okay, when I talked to her about, we were just talking a bit about stuff, and she was like, she was at the concert in New York, and she really wanted her to play Cornelia Street and all this kind of stuff, and she's like, oh, but she didn't play Cornelia Street, and we're like, Live from Paris, Cornelia Street is the best version, and she knows. If you know Live from Paris, like Cornelia Street version is like OP, is the goated one, then you are a major Swiftie. Yes. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting distracted. I saw a couple other friends. It is the best version, Sabrina, you know. She knows. What else? The actors and actresses were there, so a lot of people. I saw some people from Crazy. Was it Crazy Rich? No. The other one, Bling Empire. I saw like people from Bling Empire and other people here and there, but I don't particularly know for sure. And I saw a couple friends too. And then they had catering. They had Panda Express that had egg tarts and, you know, the usual Panda Express stuff. They also had these meat skewers, and I had a egg tart. And then Bopa Mofo was there, so Phil was there. Me and Brodo went to say hi to Phil, and I got like a strawberry basil drink thing that was really refreshing and good. And they also had like a milk tea. Yeah, and then I was just talking to Phil. One of the workers there was like, oh, I've like heard of you coming in and stuff, because I go to Bopa Mofo sometimes. And then he's like, yeah, but you're never there when I'm there. And so like, he's like, can I get a picture now? Because you should come in again sometime. So I want to see him there. And then Phil was also talking about how he did see our Sunrate video and stuff. And he was saying like, if we were down to do one at Bopa Mofo, like, feel free and like all this kind of stuff. And I was like, oh my god, like Bopa Mofo, or I just thought the boba video and everything was so fun to do. Yeah, it'd be lit, but I don't know. I would be actually scared of ruining his rep with how our drinks turn out. So yeah, that would be my concern. I don't want to actually mess with his drinks. I'm actually mostly packed for EDC, yeah. So that's the reason why I started streaming, was because I wasn't completely sure. I was like 60% I wanted to stream, but there's like the 40% where depending on how much I pack, or if I wasn't done packing yet, then I would not. Just make their food instead. That can go badly, right? Dude, I love their popcorn chicken. It is so good. It's like my favorite popcorn chicken. Thanks, Chong. But yeah, that was cool. And then so American Born Chinese is supposed to be out, I want to say next week. I think it's next week. Maybe you guys can maybe you can correct me on that. But how do I describe it? There's real life and then there's fantasy to it, but it's really well done. There's a lot of like Asian things that are like, this is what it means to be Asian, or we were like or like, this is so like Chinese families grew up with this, and it's a lot more like in your face sometimes. Like, I love Fresh Off the Boat, and I love a lot of Asian representation, media, shows, movies, whatever it is. Sometimes it feels a little forced, or sometimes it feels like very in your face in terms of this is what growing up Asian was like, or all these things. But this show was so well done, and it was so everything was there to set the tone or set the environment, but not in your face. It was like the perfect amount of understanding and being like, oh, okay, like this is, you're like kind of slowly easing in, or like understanding what it was like to live in that environment. And then obviously some of us can relate, so it didn't feel very stereotypical. It did not feel very like trying to educate you. It was just setting the exact tone and environment, and everything felt very realistic, and the humor was great. The humor was on point. I laughed so much. I already have a favorite character, and yeah, it's just, sorry. You sneeze. The entire main cast from, what's EEAAO? They have a really strong cast. So Michelle Yeoh, and I forgot the name. It's her husband from Everything Everywhere All at Once. Not they. Yeah, they have the husband and the wife, and they have Daniel Wu, who's like a really famous actor as well. They have the girl who is the main voice actress in Turning Red. Yeah, the cast is great. My favorite character was actually not there for the Q&A, because they did a Q&A after. Michelle Yeoh also wasn't there in all of them, so it's kind of sad. But the rest of the cast still very interesting to hear what, like, their answers and their thoughts on everything. Stephanie, I did not see Stephanie, or I don't remember James Hong, who that is. But I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I'm actually legitimately gonna watch it once it comes out. I want to watch both Exo Kitty, because Exo Kitty is like a fun watch. It's a very lighthearted fun watch you could probably just throw on, and the other one, American Born Chinese, so good. Yep. I think I have to ask Leslie or sign up again for Disney Plus to watch it. Did you take vlog footage, or was it mainly for fun? I did get a bit of vlog footage, yeah, but it's hard because I'm not going to be able to record inside the theater or anything as much. So there's not like a ton of footage. It's just more so showing up, seeing Broden, grabbing some of the food or whatever it was. Okay, thanks, Keone. Yeah, I will. Yeah. But I would actually highly recommend it when it comes out. Just watch episode 1. and you can go on from there. But I was already hooked after episode 1. Like episode 1, I want to watch more. Broden really liked it too. Right when the first episode finished, he was kind of like, that was like, we both looked at each other and we're like, that was really good. And we're like, okay, thank God there's like another episode. Then we get to watch 2, and it's like, yeah, it's awesome. We gotta watch 2 episodes. Yeah, I don't know how many episodes there are total. But let me know if you guys do watch it. Please let me know what you guys think. The humor was so good. The timing for it was great. The whole theater, a lot of people just laughed a good amount throughout. Hi, Emily. Hello. Yeah, I like going to those events because I like meeting new people, because I like our events too, but we just happen to know everyone. So I see everyone at the same parties. The only difference now is sometimes it's more fun to like drink and do other things together. I like doing activities like beer pong and everything. But yeah, events like these, they're more random sometimes because you just don't know who you're gonna meet or who you're gonna. But I met this girl. Oh my god. She's so nice. She's one of my favorite people that I met. But she said she was like a viewer or a fan. She watches our stuff, and then she is a composer, like an incredibly gifted, like musically talented person. Has perfect pitch and knows some really well-known musicians as well. And she's just so nice and so sweet. Like I felt so comfortable with her. Actually, so I met her at the Exo Kitty premiere and or screening. And me and Broden met her, and then I was talking to her we were talking to her for a really long time there. And I had like another event the next day. It was like some Apple TV AAPI, another event of that like that. And then I didn't have anyone to go with because Broden was busy the next day with an OTV podcast. So then she was like, okay, well, I'm sure you can find people to go with, but if you don't, like, I'm free and I would be more than happy to go with you and stuff. And I was like, oh, really? Like, okay, let's go. Because I just had a good vibes and a nice time just chatting with her. And so I went with her the next day, and it was great. I was really glad that we went together, and we just like chatted for the rest of the night with like we made friends with other people too. So she had a friend who she knew who also happened to go to that one event, and then she also sat next to this actress lady who was so bubbly and funny. She apparently and then she didn't know who any of us were, and we just like they just met because they sat next to each other and they had the same bag, so they were like, oh my god, we're like matching and stuff, and then they just like start talking and everything. Turns out when she asked what I was doing, I was like, oh, like I do stuff in gaming and everything. And then she's like, oh cool, like I'm in a game. And I was like, what, you're in a game? And she's like, yeah, I'm one of the people in Portal 1. Like she said she had to have all the dots and stuff on her and be like a person in it. And I was like, what? That's so cool. Yeah, so she does like voice acting and other things here. Or no, I think maybe, does she do voice? Okay, I don't know if she does voice acting, but she does. I played Portal 2. Yeah, but I just thought it was so fun to like meet people that I would have never met off of just random things like this. And then we were walking back to the car, and I was walking with her, the actress lady, because we parked at the same parkade. And then there's people behind us who is like talking about games and stuff, and they're like, yeah, I play Stardew Valley and like Animal Crossing because they're just like chill games. I can't play the other games. And I turn around, I'm like, oh yeah, Animal Crossing. And then he's like, yeah. And then we start talking a bit, and they introduce themselves, and then one of the his wife or girlfriend was like, oh yeah, like I'm like an actor and a voice, like actor and voice actor type of thing. And I was like, oh my god, that's so cool. She's like, and then he was like, yeah, she was in what's that snail movie, Turbo? Is it the she was a voice actress in that. I don't remember who. Yeah, Turbo. Yeah. And she's like, oh, I do like all sorts of, I do everything, like acting and voice acting and whatever. Like, oh my god, these people are so cool and they're so nice. I didn't get their contact or anything. I just thought, I love events like these. I don't necessarily need to get people's contacts. I don't necessarily do anything. It's just like a fun interaction or story. And I'm like, wow. I don't know her name because I didn't even ask for it. Like we well, we might have said, oh hi, I'm like so and so, but like, does she stream and does she need a mod? I got the Portal 1 actress. Like I have her contact and everything, or Instagram. She was really cute, and she was also a Swiftie. Actually, yeah, we bonded over that when we were at the Apple TV event. She also knows those, and I went on her, I saw like one post off her Instagram, and she quoted Taylor Swift lyrics, and then her previous 2 posts were also Taylor Swift lyrics, and I was like, I don't know. I'm sure as I'm explaining this or telling you guys the story, you could just see how it all played out in terms of how like meeting someone, and then it's like, oh my god, like you also like this and all that stuff, and then you just kind of meet people that way, and just I like that a lot. It's very wholesome and genuine, and like you don't even have to be best friends after. You don't have to do anything. You'd be like, oh, like that was nice, like that was good, I'm glad that I met them, or whatever it is. And yeah, some people obviously you have or if you ever see them somewhere again, or if one time maybe you do go to the same event together again, and like other stuff, you know. I feel very God, there's a bug. I don't know. Very fulfilled when I meet other people that I find, because I think there's so many cool people out there. As much as there are like people who are or bad people, but I think the people that I meet that are good always gives me hope that I can continuously meet good people, or have a chance of meeting someone like really nice and genuine or kind, and that makes me happy to experience. So that's why I like going out, and that's why I like meeting people, because I feel like I'm being reinforced in like a positive way when I meet great people like that, or like cool people like that. Bad isn't what they do. No, nothing specific, just in general. Like there are always gonna be a mix of good and bad people. But I think a lot of people feel like, oh, I don't want to meet people. People are shitty, or people are which is valid, because either they've been wronged or burned, and a lot of us have, right? But my mentality towards it is always just kind of like, I am more extroverted or social at times. I like meeting new people continuously. I don't really think I would be happy if I just kind of was like, and some people are completely fine with this. They can like meet the people that they love, and they feel like these are my friends for life, and they only want to or care to like nurture and water and grow those friendships, which are also very meaningful, because these are like people that you're like, okay, this is all I need, like this is perfect, and I'll be happy with this forever. For me, I like having, is it like technically both, but I like continuously meeting new people, because I feel like it helps me grow and like learn more as like a person, because I want to be better socially. I want to I mean, I don't know what it is. I just enjoy it. I can't even pinpoint it necessarily. But I think I've just been so blessed to have met really good people that makes me just want to meet more. And so while still maintaining the old relationships, but I don't need to like hang out with them I'm kind of like a low maintenance friend. I have certain people that I will continuously do keep up with, or even Leslie back then. I remember we talked about how we loved how we don't have to always keep up with each other to be like best friends or to be like really good friends. This started like very early on, where we would be busy with our own thing, whether it was streaming, I was busy with OTV stuff, or like whatever it was. She's like, you know, she loves streaming, she streams a lot. And so we don't need to catch up or message every day. We can do our thing even a month not really talking, and then when we get together again, we're like we catch up, and then it's like nothing, we just like leave off right where we were, or yeah, get back to right where we were. And so I don't think being low maintenance is not like, does not mean you're not a good friend. IMO. I feel like it just depends. Some people want that constant everyday interaction. For me, I only need it from like 1 or 2 people. If I do, like, I like having one friend that I could message often, no matter who it is, or like gender, whatever it is. But I will always like having at least one, because I think everyone needs that to feel like a sense of something to waste time even, or to share your day, anything, kind of like an anything person. And yeah, just like random thoughts, or whatever. And no, I don't need to upkeep hanging out or talking to feel like I'm still good friend, to like I would still be good friends with that person if we have our relationship or whatever it is established already. Yeah, as long as I still get to see them here and there often enough, then it's not a problem at all. Like if I see them once every month or every couple months, like you're the same to me, like I will not think that our friendship or anything is any less. Because everyone's just busy. Especially as you get older, you prioritize different things, you want to do certain things, and that takes up a lot of time. So I don't personally take offense to anything when people don't hit me up for a long time, because sometimes I just get it. We're just both mutually busy. I don't think I'm selling myself short. I just think that is just how I'm not someone who needs continuous like interaction to feel that closeness with people. And there are some people who do, and that's okay. It's just a matter of how you function and how it's like any type of relationship where if you mesh well together, then you mesh well together. If you are friends with someone who needs continuous reassurance or like interaction, and you're not the type, then that's draining for you. So you maybe would probably feel more comfortable being in a close friendship with someone who's just the same as you. And if someone who needs like a lot of constant interaction and stuff, they might be better friends with someone who also needs that. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with like, yeah, it's just a compatibility thing. Sorry, it's not like if you're high maintenance, quote unquote, then that's bad too. It's just how people like to be with other people. Everyone's so different, right? There must be a name for that approach to friendship, because I'm hard agreeing with everything you say. It's something that everyone can relate to. And maybe there are even specific people that makes it different. There's people that maybe you need that constant or more often updates from or hangouts. And there's some people where you're more okay with not seeing them for a really long time. For me, I would want to probably have more frequent hangouts or updates with people like in OTV or my roomies. But my friends from back home that I also used to be really close to, and we were really close back then, I don't need to have like a catch up with them as often to feel that closeness to them still. Like when I go back to Calgary to visit, I don't ever feel like, oh, we're not like that anymore, or like we're not close, or like some weirdness there. I just go back and I'm like, hey, I'm back, let's hang out. And I could talk to Crystal, my friend Derek, or whoever for the same as before, and I could share a lot of things with them comfortably still. So yeah, sometimes it just really depends. Yvonne, you're also great. I heard stories of you going on with Leslie, Andy, and even Toast. You're great. Yeah. I don't think that there's anything. Yeah, I've always just I don't know. It really depends. Like me and Scar, I love Scar, and we don't talk or hang out every day, but can always hit him up to play games and do whatever. It's just you don't have to find people that you need to talk to every day, you know? And if you do, that's fine. Have you ever outgrown friendships? Yeah, for sure. There have been people that I've feel like I've outgrown in terms of like I feel like I've grown and they haven't grown in terms of some mindsets, or if I don't feel like they're as supportive or understand me in the way that I would like. There's also people that I feel like were good for me at certain points in my life and then not anymore. And I don't know if that makes sense, but it kind of felt like my boyfriend back in like my first boyfriend, where I felt like he was good for me when I was in school. And then when I got out of school, he was less supportive. It was kind of like when it came to making more drastic decisions about my life and what I wanted to do. So I wanted to go to California. I wanted to potentially work at Riot. And he was very not supportive of that. But he didn't have to worry about that when we were in school. You know what I mean? Like when we dated in high school, we're just trying to get through high school, right? So those obstacles or those things don't really occur. Like he still felt like, oh, he's like a great boyfriend when I was in high school. He would like come to my school, drop me off like boba. We'd go to Chinatown or to a mall to like hang out and waste time. But as time went on, like he just didn't grow as much as a person to me that I needed, and he didn't allow me or support me in growing either. Like I just felt, if anything, more judgment, or that he was like, why would you want to leave? Which I get, you don't want to do long distance, but it's also not supportive at the same time. So yeah, you could totally outgrow people. It doesn't have to be like that relationship, but like friendships work out some way too, where sometimes if your friends are not, you don't feel like they're as supportive, or maybe sometimes the bar is lower. Sometimes I think until you have better friends, or friends that you feel like, wow, you actually make me feel better about myself, or like you're so supportive, until you meet those people, sometimes you settle for less because that's all you know. I just know that with the friends that I have now, I have higher, the bar is high for me to feel like you're like a really cool and good person to be like my friend. There are people that, and for me, I have levels of friendship. I have people that are acquaintances that I'm happy to see them when I do. And there are people where I kind of like know where they are to me, and I'll never be close to them, but I don't feel anything negative necessarily towards them, but maybe we don't vibe like me and my best friend would, or me and a really good friend would, you know? And that could be anything. That could be whether you guys have that chemistry as a friend, or whether you guys have same interests as friends. Yeah. And then obviously you have some people that you meet right off and you're like, wow, you're so cool, and you really vibe with them, and then you easily become good friends. So that will always vary, and some people will always vary in those depending on life situation, who you hang out with more and all that. She has a friends ranking notebook? Huh? Yo, I hope I rank high, because hey, maybe if I am higher, it might be bribed through coffee or other things, but like, hey, where am I on that tier list? The most important thing should be to support each other and know what they want. If it's starting to agree. Yeah. I would say my friendship with my friends back home have like changed based on that. in the beginning they weren't as supportive, but they just didn't understand it, and there wasn't proof of concept in a way that like this could be a career. So they were worried for me and kind of like, yo, is she okay? Like, I broke up with my boyfriend of 7 years. I moved to California. There's like so many things that made me seem, or not moved to California, but I was like going back and forth between California. I met friends online. It's back then, friends online were also very like not normal. It was kind of a little oh, you're gonna go fly to meet your friends, and it was kind of like, oh, are you gonna be okay? You might die, you know. That's still a concern, but it's obviously less now, more normal now. Like Instagram and all that kind of stuff didn't take off as much, or streaming or gaming. So it was way more weird for me to be like flying back and forth, or to be so into gaming, because before I would play badminton more, I would hang out with my friends more. But I stopped because I felt like, you know, when you're younger, you don't really know how to be as good of a friend. I felt like I didn't know how to communicate that as well, where my friends would sometimes make me feel bad with the things that they said, but I just would be like, I would just feel bad about it and not be able to tell them, hey, this made me like kind of sad when you said this, or it felt kind of bad when you said this. So then I distanced myself from them when I became friends with people that I felt like were more supportive, or who were like, oh, like, that's cool, and like it made me feel better, right? And more supported. Yeah. So that's how I kind of strayed away for a bit, because they also didn't understand what I was doing or what I want to do, how I was way more interested in games at the time than badminton or other IRL things, right? I was more at home, online a lot. Yeah, so I understand it was concerning, which is why now our relationship is better, because they get it now. Like, there's like ways for them to see how it is and how happy I am and how things have worked out in a way for me. So yeah, it's a lot easier for them to see and be more like, okay, like you're fine, like you weren't crazy. Like it was just very drastic back then, from someone on the sidelines. So yeah, 30 minutes are up, by the way. Already? That was so fast. EDC is soon. I'm not ready. I don't want to go yet. Yeah, but it is this fun conversation. I like talking about stuff like this. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's literally like 2 a.m. combos. I didn't watch the new OTB and Friends video yet. I will watch everything that I've not watched it. I will catch up when I get back. But yeah, okay. I will go off just to make sure I like have shit, I guess, more ready and everything. We'll save the videos for when I get back, either Monday or Tuesday. But yeah. Okay. Yeah. I don't want to miss my flight, but I'll try document things on IG or vlog and everything. So yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching today. It was really fun. I enjoyed all the good conversation and such. I will see you guys when I get back. Okay? Yeah. Thanks for joining the short stream. Okay. Goodbye. Have a good rest of your day. Goodbye. Bye.